Hi everyone, I'm Mark Gwim, and this is the T-Mobile G2. This is the first smartphone from T-Mobile that gets you 4G speeds on their new HSPA Plus network. We'll take a look at this box and its contents inside. So right away you see the device front and center. On the side you see the icons from the Android market. That's messaging, I think, browser, Gmail, and Google Maps. So the G2 has a 3.7-inch touchscreen and a slide-out QWERTY keyboard. We'll talk more about this device, but let's put that on the side for now and see what else is inside. So the start guide is right on the back right here. Get the manual, terms and conditions, return policy, and that's the, I think, return label for the handset recycling program. And these are the accessories that come with the T-Mobile G2. We have the micro USB cable, which you can use to connect it to the power adapter. And also we have a headset with a microphone, extra buds, and a clip. And that's really it. So here's the G2. It has a 3.7-inch capacitive touchscreen. These are capacitive buttons. And we have a trackpad here. On top, there's a 3.5mm audio port, power button. On the side, we have the volume control and a micro USB port. At the bottom, we have the microphone. On the right side, we have a dedicated camera button and a slider for the battery cover. You open that up by sliding that over. On the back, we have the 5-megapixel camera with LED flash, and that's the loudspeaker. So now let's try to compare the size of the T-Mobile G2 with other phones on T-Mobile. Like this one is Samsung Vibrant, which is a 4-inch touchscreen device. You can see the G2 is a little bit thicker, but more narrow. And here's the Nexus One. You see the G2 is a little bit thicker, and they have the same touchscreen, 3.7-inch. Here's the Nokia N8. This one has a 3.5-inch touchscreen, and you could see it's almost the same thickness. But it's a little bit, the G2 is still a little bit thicker. The T-Mobile G2 feels good in your hands. The battery cover is made of brushed steel, and the front looks like it's made of the same material. It's got the right edges and curves that looks great in my opinion. First impressions when picking up the T-Mobile G2 is that it's heavy. It's not as light as other smartphones that I've used. What makes this special is that it has the slide-out QWERTY keyboard and that hinge that it's known for. So I really like this keyboard. There's a lot of space on top for the buttons on the top row. And you may notice that there's no arrow keys in here. That's because you use the trackpad here on top. That means there's a lot of rooms for more buttons, like these shortcuts. I use these to quickly access my email and calendar. You may also notice that there's a .com and a .www and the @ sign for your email. And the feedback when pressing these buttons are really good too. There are a couple of things that I don't like about this keyboard. For one thing, the symbols and the numbers are too big, so it's a little bit distracting when typing the regular letters. I wish they were a little bit smaller. Another thing that I didn't like is that accessing the numbers, you have to press Alt and 1 or Alt, whatever the symbol you want to type. I wish you could just long press these buttons to access those numbers and symbols. The T-Mobile G2 has a slide-out QWERTY keyboard, but the on-screen keyboard is just as good. Swipe is pre-installed, and I'm a big fan. Let me give you an example. The quick brown fox jumped over the hill. This device is really fast. You could go through menus and applications really quickly. That's my email. You could scroll down really quick. Let's go to the browser. You could scroll down really quick. There's a pinch to zoom. Let's go back. We'll open up Twitter. Again, it's really fast. And to give you a more objective result, we'll open up the quadrant benchmark and give you a test. So the test result is showing that the T-Mobile G2 is faster than the Nexus One, the Droid X, Galaxy S, and HTC Desire. So that's pretty cool. The T-Mobile G2 is being marketed as a smartphone that supports the network's fast 4G speed on the HSPA Plus network. So we'll go ahead and run a speed test. So for this test, we have a 4.87 megabit per second with a 1.3 megabit per second upload. And here are my results from throughout the day. Ignore the one on top, that's actually Wi-Fi. So I'm getting speeds from 6 megabit per second down, all the way down to 2 megabit per second. So that's really fast. So that's my first impressions of the T-Mobile G2. It has Android 2.2. These are the apps that I use frequently. We have Angry Birds, Google Maps, Yelp, Shazam, Foursquare, and Pandora. And you could download thousands more from the Android market. What I really like about Android is that you just need to enter your Gmail account at phone setup, and all your contacts, calendar, and mail will be synchronized. So that's my first impressions. I'll have more on my review, for example, the camera results and battery life. I'm Mark Wim. Thanks for watching.